Hello, everyone. Welcome to Court with Krissy. This mom, she's giving me Brink Jr. vibes. Granted, her voice isn't like nails on a chalkboard. She's only behind like a year in child support, and I don't think she wants to disown her children. But Judge Prill, he does things a little differently in Huron County. She's not walking away today. Also, you might learn some things like I did about food stamps. I hope you like it. Court with Krissy is now in session.
Appearing before the court is Ms. Nowak. She is currently lodged in the Huron County Jail based upon a bench warrant that was issued for her arrest on April 29, 2025. Also appearing is Mitchell Holdwick from the Friend of the Court's office. Mr. Holdwick and Ms. Nowak, would you please raise your right hands?
Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give in this case is the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
I do. Thank you. Mr. Holdwick, you brought this matter before the court. Can you advise the court what's been happening, please?
Yes, Your Honor. Ms. Nowak was originally scheduled for a show cause back in February, on February 26, 2025 at 1:30 p.m. That show cause notice was sent to, Ms. Nowak did appear for that show cause in person. My understanding is that she was informed of that show cause by the guardian of the minor child. On this case, currently, and that Ms. Nowak did state that she is currently homeless. I'm sorry, backing up there, Your Honor. Currently, this case is charging $392 per month with an arrears of $3,528. Last payment was received in August of 2024. We did have a withholding on file. Ms. Nowak had steady employment. If my memory serves, at the last meeting, she had either quit her job or was let go due to health issues that she was having. But she has not worked since August of 2024, and there's not been any payments since August of 2024. During our meeting in February, Ms. Nowak confirmed her email address to be valid, that she can receive information by email. So the notice from that hearing on February 26th was sent to her by email with the notice that there was a show cause on April 23rd, 2025.
The date again, I'm sorry.
April 23rd, 2025.
Thank you.
Ms. Nowak did not appear for that show cause. As a result, a warrant was submitted for entry for failing to appear at the April 23rd hearing. It was sent out by email on March 5th, 2025. Her notice that she had a warrant for failing to appear with a $1,000 bond. When I had spoken to Ms. Nowak back in February and asked when she contacted the Friend of the Court office that she had no longer worked in August, she said she didn't, and she had the understanding that if she just didn't pay, she'd get arrested and deal with it at that time. So nonetheless, notice was provided from the Friend of the Court side, and she had failed to appear. My understanding is that today she had police contact, speaking with the officer, I believe Sergeant Flores, that she was on a premises, that she had a trespass notice. They called PD. They went and talked to Ms. Nowak and ran her name, and that she had a warrant out of the Friend of the Court office. My understanding is that she also has a current warrant out of Sanilac County as well. So that's the current status, Your Honor. And I'll defer to Ms. Nowak for any further information on her current situation.
All right, thank you. Ms. Nowak, how do you respond to all this, please?
I've been homeless since the middle of November. I haven't had any money or any income. I've been barely getting by and able to even get food or clean clothes or anything.
The address that you had provided previously to the Friend of the Court, whose residence is that?
That was the apartment that I stayed in with myself and Bonathan Maxwell when we were in an interpersonal romantic relationship.
Okay. But you've stopped living there as of when?
November 18th, 2024.
Okay. And you did meet with Mr. Holdwick, though, on February 26th, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And did you provide him your email address?
Yes.
Okay. And did you also advise him that you were homeless?
Yes.
All right. So fair to say there's no way to send any notice to you if you don't have a physical address. Would you agree?
Yes, that's why he said he was gonna email me.
Okay. And you received that email, did you not, for the hearing on April 23rd?
No,
You never received it?
not until after the fact.
And why is it that, okay, after the fact, so after April 23rd, you received the email?
Yes,
Okay, can you tell me how that happened?
I don't have just readily access to Wi-Fi being trapped over here without any place to just go. There's only a couple public restaurants or places where I could go to use the Wi-Fi to check it. So I wasn't aware of it until after it was over. It was, I think, a day or two after when I was
I see.
able to check.
Okay, I'm sorry I interrupted you, but the email, eventually you did receive the email. Did it show that the date it was sent was March 5th?
I'm not sure.
All right. And fair to say, obviously, you didn't appear at the April 23rd hearing, correct?
No,
All right. After the hearing in February, was it the understanding that because you didn't have a physical address, that the only way to serve you or contact you was through email?
yes,
Okay. All right. And you're currently homeless today?
I'm able to go live with my mother, but she lives a couple hours away. I don't have any gas or anything in my car to get there. She's been ill and working, and I have no one to take me there either. So I've kind of just been stuck here.
How are you supporting yourself currently?
I'm not, I'm just receiving food stamps and that's it. Just if my sister, half sister sent me some money a long time ago, but I really have no way to get any other money. I've tried applying for jobs and just having it say homeless before I got in contact with my mother and stuff, and that has gotten nowhere. So there's no way to see any money unless it's from the state of Michigan.
Okay. I don't know of the process that someone receives food assistance. Is that done by mail? Is it done by email? Is there some sort of card that you get? Can you explain that?
It's through the DHS office. So you can apply online or through the mail or go into the office, fill out the form. And then you just get a card and you receive the food stamps.
How do you receive the card?
By mail. My card is very old. I've had it for probably 15 years. So, and then I just recently had to get another one. But when I got both those cards, they just sent them by mail. The health department has WIC cards. If you're familiar with those, they're somewhat similar, but those are only available to women and small infants. They're for family assistance.
When did you receive the newest card?
Probably in 2003, the end of 2003, I think.
Oh, that long ago.
Yeah, or the beginning of 2004. It's been a long time since I lost the original card, but I did find it again just recently.
Okay, so when you applied for the replacement card, that was back in the early 2000s,
Yes,
correct? Oh, all right.
correct.
How do you communicate with Department of Health and Human Services to keep the benefits rolling, or do you even have to?
There's 6-month review processes, just through the Wi-Fi, public Wi-Fi, through the library or fast food restaurant, grocery store. They all have public Wi-Fi's.
All right, and that you have to do that every 6 months, correct?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Do you wish to add anything else relative to the reason why you failed to appear on April 23?
No, it's just that's the only reason. I wasn't anticipating it and I wasn't aware that it was there, so I didn't know.
All right, thank you. Mr. Holwick, do you have anything else to add?
Given outstanding warrants, my recommendation would be 60 and 90 days. I'm not opposed to trustee status either, Your Honor, while she's incarcerated, but that'd be my recommendation. I'll refer to the court.
All right, I've not made a decision yet, but I was asked if you had anything you wanted to present to the court relative.
Oh, I'm sorry, I misheard you then. No, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Well, parties are obligated to keep the friend of the court notified of any change of address or employment. That's a standard order that's required in every case, because certainly if there's a show cause hearing that needs to be scheduled, or parenting time issues, whatever the case may be, proper notice can be provided to the parties. In this particular case, there's no question in the court's mind that, according to the testimony of the defendant, she's been homeless since November 18, 2024. She did have a show cause hearing that was held back on February 26th of 2025. According to Mr. Holdwick, that was because she was notified by the guardian. There was no confirmation of that, nor did I even ask of Ms. Nowak regarding that issue. However, the defendant did confirm that she did provide an email address to Mr. Holdwick, and that would be the form of service, because as she's homeless, there's no address to send any information to. And Mr. Holdwick, there's no question in the court's mind that, based upon his testimony, the email was sent on March 5, 2025, for a hearing on April 23rd, 2025. It's unfortunate, but the defendant failed to either look at her phone or have access via Wi-Fi to her phone until after the 23rd, long after, obviously, the hearing was to be held. As a result, I find her in contempt for failing to appear. Now, Mr. Holdwick, do you have a recommendation?
Like I stated, Your Honor, due to the active warrant, the current situation, no payments at 60 and 90 days, and not opposed to trustee status if she qualifies with jail.
60 to 90 days? I didn't hear.
Correct. I'm going to defer to the court if
Okay.
within that range, if the court needs appropriate.
Have there been previous bench warrants regarding
No.
this matter?
First time ever speaking with Ms. Nowak was February, when she showed up for that show cause, as we were receiving payments pretty regularly up until August of 24. She was working, payments were coming in with the income withholding order, so the case never even flagged in our system for non-payment until 45 days after that last payment.
Is there any reason, if this is a first violation, why you're recommending 60 to 90 days?
Based upon our interaction at the February show cause, Ms. Nowak's attitude, it was almost an inconvenience for her to be there. When asking about her mailing address, even though she's homeless, if there was another address that we could send a mail to, that someone would notify her, she would cut me off. She was very upset to be there. The conversation got heated, and it was a very short conversation with that. That was pretty much the 60 to 90, Your Honor, because there's been no communication, and the statement she made to me as to why she didn't contact the front of the court office in August after she had lost her employment or quit her employment was that she just figured that because she wasn't paying, she'd get arrested and come to jail anyway.
That's what you claim she stated.
Correct.
Okay. Well, I'm going to allow Ms. Nowak to respond to that. Ms. Nowak, how do you respond to those statements made by Mr. Holdwick?
I feel that they were unfair and unjust.
What was unfair and unjust? I'm sorry.
What the statements that he made, but I don't understand what's in question.
All right, well,
He said that I had some kind of heated argument with him and that I was the one that was the instigator, which is false.
all right, how do you respond to the alleged statement you made to him regarding, basically, well, then I'll just be anticipating, in other words, the bench warrant to come?
I never said those words. He's confusing me with someone else.
Mr. Holbrook, are you confusing this person with someone else?
No, Your Honor. It's a question I ask anyone who has a first show cause as to why they don't contact us to update us when they change employment or lose a job, which ultimately would prevent the show cause from happening, that we will work with individuals. And that was a statement that I got back, was she thought she'd just get arrested for not paying.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Nowak, is there anything you want to say before the court imposes disposition? In other words, what the potential conclusion of this matter will be?
I was hoping I would be able to get set free or get some kind of bail or bond set. I wasn't aware of the court hearing and I wasn't intentionally trying to miss it. So I feel I should get a second chance to appear.
How much money do you have available to post?
I have no money. I mean, a personal reconnaissance bond. I can't really go anywhere or do anything, or I could request that my family sends me money to help, but.
All right, well, this is not a criminal proceeding. This is a show cause hearing relative to your court's finding you failed to appear in this matter. It will be the disposition of this court that Ms. Nowak served 45 days in the county jail. She picked up today?
She picked up today, Your Honor, just a few hours ago.
Okay, so
45
no
days. Is this
45
will
days
this
in jail.
cancel out my child support payments then?
I believe there has to be a 6-month minimum for that. Is that correct, Mr.
Then
Holbrook?
what purpose is the 45 days served?
45 days is failing to appear, and I accept his testimony regarding the statements made at the hearing. He was requesting 60 to 90 days. I'm providing 45 days in the jail, and I have no objection to work release or trustee status. Any questions?
No.
That will conclude the proceedings then. Thank you. Off the record.